Yeah. So what I was telling you was, okay, let me explain you what happened. So I have one of the script ready here, and in this one, um, so I'm having several transactions. Okay. Uh, so for each of these scripts, so when you go to that the transaction, I mean the folder or the transaction folder, you don't find any in terms of the think time. So when you come to the transaction,
Yeah.
you can see the delays. Okay, and then when you click on this part, you don't see any delay. So it's all coming only with the main transaction, not inside the individual transactions. So, okay, with that part you're
Okay.
clear, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so only with the main file, I mean, like before you collapse this, so you'll expand this, so you'll have this part. So this is where all your
At the
think
page
time
level.
stays. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The
this is where
page
all
level.
your
Okay.
yeah. So the next part here is uh, like I told you every time. So I normally used to override the think time to 0 milliseconds. So
Yeah.
that's the very first part which I do when I was completing my scripts and moving it to correlation, like
Yeah.
completing the
That,
scripting
that
part.
we do at the
Hmm,
start of the. I mean, once we finish
hmm,
recording,
hmm,
we'll override it to zero. Yes.
Okay. So now I did not add any think times, right? So let me shrink everything, and then if I go to the checking this validity, I'll show you what happened. So now you see I have overridden all the think time to 0 seconds, and
Okay.
there is still think time in the script, but like I told you, they will be overridden. Okay, they'll be overridden. See, whatever the delay which is here will be overridden by the this part, the waiting time part. So everything will be zero,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So let's see. Let's just wait for a second to get this executed, and at the end I will show you what happened. Okay, it's expected one, that's fine. Yeah, let me run it again. Yeah, so now the scripts are running. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so here if you see this particular transaction, right? So this particular the landing page, the duration of this one is 0.598 seconds, right? So
Okay.
if I come inside, you can see the same duration for this particular transaction, and same thing for everything. Like if you see like 1.41, and that is for the whole transaction. But at the same time, if you see, I've got 408, 183. So these are the execution time for all these separate transactions, and this folder will have the sum of all these transactions, right?
Okay. Okay.
You understood, right? So same way,
So, okay,
ah, yeah, go ahead.
here I have a question. So, can you click on that landing page, the
Landing page, yeah,
transaction?
yeah.
Okay. So, this duration of 0.598 second,
Mm-hmm.
that includes the response time, including the delay, or that delay is right now set to zero, right? That
Zero,
won't be
yeah,
taken.
yeah, correct. That won't be taken.
Okay, but
Mm.
when we run this in the
Okay.
actual
I'll show
execution,
you.
yeah.
I'll show you here. So if I expand this
Okay.
still further, so you can see this particular one, the slash takes 0.596, and this is like taken 0.800, like which is less than a second. Actually, this is like less than millisecond. And if
Okay.
you see, they sum up to 0.598, right? So 0.596 plus one, it's like almost 0.9. So there is
Okay.
nothing for the delays, right? Other thing time here anywhere.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you understood it. So now
Yeah.
the next part is I'm going to the script, okay? And then here,
Okay.
what I do is I copy the delay, and then the critical thing here is, okay, let me just change this part. So I'm giving like 20 seconds as my think time, right? And then what I'll do is let me copy this one, copy and paste. Yep, paste again, paste again. And this one, yep, again I'm pasting it. Okay, so now let me run it. I just, so like you see, I have added delay as 20 seconds of think time, and then I'm running it. Okay, so if I run it again under validation,
Okay.
So now you can see, even though I have given 20 seconds as delay, it has not been executed, right? And the reason is,
Okay.
see, if you see, this is giving the total time of this transaction, like this time. So if you see, the response duration is 0 seconds. Here, 0 seconds,
Yeah,
or
can
0.
you click on
Yeah,
the landing page transaction again?
yeah,
Landing
landing
page.
page. Yeah,
So this is in some, okay,
yeah, point
this
seven
is,
five nine. Yeah, same, 0.759, 0.759.
okay,
This delay
okay.
is outside the transaction, right? So it won't be accounted. So
Yeah.
even if you see,
So,
yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
that's because you check the consider of think time and think time you have set to
Yeah,
0.
exactly. And if I'm removing this part,
Mm.
okay, so I'm removing this here for all these transactions. And when I run this now, so now you can see it's waiting for 20 seconds. The delay is waiting for 20 seconds. So this is how
Yeah.
we normally set up the think time. So I think this
Mm.
particular part I remember, which was not in the older version, which I have previously created videos. So I'm actually
I
planning
know.
to create new
Actually,
one.
in
So
that video, yeah, in that video also you had kept this, but the thing is that suppose if you are putting the delay like this without
hmm,
putting
hmm,
that check mark on,
hmm, hmm,
then suppose the script we need to debug multiple times. In
hmm,
that
hmm,
case, we will
hmm,
actually have to either wait for all the think time to pass, or
hmm,
we will
hmm.
need to go to each delay manually and put the
Uh,
remove the check mark, put
okay,
the check
that
mark.
is okay. I'll help you in that way. Okay, so in that one, what I will do
Okay.
is I'll create a constant. What is that? Let me, yeah, constant string, I believe. Yep. Okay, random teach. Okay, yeah. So I normally run it between the think times that I used to tell you.
10
Okay,
seconds,
let's
20
keep it.
seconds.
Yeah. So let me file list counter. Okay, let me keep it this way. So let me keep it a constant string. Okay, and I'll keep it as like 20,000 milliseconds here. And then what I will do is I'll change this to think time apply. And then I will change this here. I'll copy this. So when by the time when I create, I used to copy all this. So every time when I create, it will be the same part.
Okay.
So if you have any number of scripts, right? So let me just do a quick check to make sure that the constant string has been picked up here and it's working for this one, for this thing time.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
So
yeah,
in
I
this
think
case,
it's
we
working.
can just change the value there once while debugging.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'll do is every time when I go, I will just change this to 0 and then I'll debug this. That's it. So if
Okay.
for load
So
testing, you'll come back, you'll make it to 20,000, run the test. For debugging, 0. Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
okay, so my question here is, okay, this page, default page in delay, I was actually removing that as well manually, and I set it to 0. So I mean, so that when we do this check user path, right? Uh, I
Hmm.
mean, when in the actual execution, that delay won't be taken, and we will get the expected throughput. So because in here check user path, we will just run it for one user and we'll see the elapsed time, and like that I used to calculate the pacing. So but with that pacing, if we go to the actual execution, this page delay was taking and that was not giving the expected TPH. That is why I actually thought of removing the page delays, but that is something not recommended, right?
See, let me tell you one thing. So what you're saying is, let me just try to understand. So you say that you're coming here. Okay, let me just run this once.
Yeah,
I think
not here in the design. From all the pages, I used to remove the delay, set that as 0.
that's
But
waste of time actually.
yeah, that's true. But I put a think time. Anyway, there will be a delay in between each transaction that will be of 10 seconds.
Okay, see,
So
if you
is
see
that something?
here, yeah, if you see here, it
Mm,
shows the visual duration for this is like 5 seconds, 0.77, and it includes computer think times, and
yeah,
the think times are
yeah,
not played during the validation. Okay, so
yes,
for one iteration, it takes 5 seconds, right?
yeah.
5.7 milliseconds. So, what is your question now here? I mean, like, what was your confusion here?
No, the thing is that right now in the validation, the page delays won't be played, but in actual execution, the page delays will be played, right? So my
Correct.
question is it recommended to keep it as such, or is it okay to
No,
remove
no,
those
that's what I'm
delays?
saying. In the actual execution also, the page
Mm.
delays won't execute. The page delays won't come into the picture. It's again the same delays which you are adding in between the transactions. I mean the think time here, that the one that you're adding here, right? This is what
Okay, can you
will be
go back to delay? Can you sorry, can you go back to the design?
here.
Yeah, here, if you click on that page, where we see the delay,
Okay.
okay. Yeah. No, no, on the page level.
Mm-hmm.
Page level.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we are just putting it as delay only.
Mm.
There is no point to make it consider as think time. So this delay, and my question is, can you go to the user path level? So here, if I put the first radio button, use
Mm-hmm.
think time defined on page and delay.
Mm.
If we
Correct.
use that,
Yeah.
yeah, in the actual execution, those will be taken, right?
Yes, correct. If you select that, it will be taken. If you select the
Okay, and
override think time, yeah. Mm.
also for the second option, that's an option to override just the think time. And if you add a delay and only if you put the check mark, it will be considered as think time. But in the page level, there is no option to consider that as think time, right? So my question is, with the second option, will that be actually considered or not considered? With my, I mean, I tried running it twice, but with this option also, that page delay was taken actually. That
Okay,
won't come
okay.
there as the
Okay, let
response
me let
time.
me let's do this way. Okay, I will increase this delay to 20,000. Right? Let's try this one.
Yeah,
So I increase it to
yeah.
20,000 and
Yes,
I'm
I
having
tried
the
that also.
yeah, yeah, okay. What happened?
I tried this and I ran a test for just 5 minutes.
Hmm.
So with that 5 minutes, that delay was actually beyond that limit of 5 minutes. So that transaction did not work only.
No,
So
what you are
that
saying
delay, page
is
delay was actually taken.
if you add the delay here, it is added to the transaction. Is that your point?
No, no, it's not added to a transaction,
Uh,
but that delay will be actually taken in the actual execution. The page will wait for that much time before sending this request.
okay, let's try that. Just a moment.
Yeah.
User path one, right? Okay.
User path one and I mean consider the first option. Okay, first. Okay, let's try with this
No,
second
see,
radio button.
if you select the first one, yeah, it'll automatically take it. But you are not going to select that, right? Why do you need to select using
Mm.
time defined on
Okay, okay,
pages?
just try. I don't exactly remember. I think yeah, we'll just give a try. I think uh, just not.
I'll just try with one user and one iteration. And yep.
Okay, actually, why I went with that first radio button was because in the check user path, the delays were all taking time. So right now, as you have shown, I can just try this way, putting it as a parameter and setting the value,
See,
lesser value for
in the landing
validation.
page, it is not taken, right? The 20 seconds, and it just completed in a matter of seconds. I mean,
Mhm.
like, so yeah, that's
Okay,
the
okay.
point here.
So,
So if you check this
okay.
part, every delays
Mhm.
inside your script will be considered as zero, and you have to manually add delays after every transaction and make sure you're not considering it as a think time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, okay. So I actually went with the first radio button. In that case, only it was like waiting for all that values. Because
Oh,
why
okay.
I went is because I actually um, removed every other delays later on because first when I saw it was taking a lot of time. Then I removed it manually. Then it was and in the delay page I checked it was considered as think time so that
Hmm.
I didn't every time have to come back and change it while doing
Hmm.
check
Hmm.
user
Hmm.
path. So this way, okay. Anyway, moving it to the parameter will help
Yeah,
because
yeah,
every time you will have to wait otherwise.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so it's
Okay.
clear now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.